he thought he had accepted the Lord when he was little growing up, but all the people in the church had all this joy. Well, that was because they came out of this revival in Canada.
Okay.
And the children's children maybe didn't have quite as much, so I don't know
Okay.
if they were speaking in tongues or not.
Okay.
But they had joy. And then they would tarry. You know, if they went forward to the altar, they'd wait until the joy came.
Okay.
They just didn't just accept Jesus as their Savior and let it go with that. Well, anyway, he went forward to accept the Lord and he didn't get joy. So he
Okay.
thought he wasn't saved.
Okay.
And
this
so,
is your father.
My father, yeah.
Okay.
And so then, you know, even with all this leading up to his illness, he wasn't eating right. He was out there having beers with the guys and smoking, and somehow he got in with a Baptist pastor and telling him his story and everything, and I think that would have been before we went to Jackson. And the Baptist pastor says, well, I want you to come into my Thursday night prayer meeting and give your testimony of how you accepted the Lord. Because he told Dad said he'd gone up there to accept the Lord. Well, Dad said but first he told him to go home and pray. So Dad said he went home and prayed till midnight, and he prayed all around the world. He prayed everything you could think of, and nothing happened. So he said that to the pastor, and the pastor said, you come into my prayer meeting. He says, I think you're saved and you don't know it. And so Dad went in, and he said he wrote down on a little card what he was going to say. And he said he got up there and he said, well, as a kid he went forward to accept Jesus in his heart. And he no more and said that. And he said the tears came rushing out of his eyes, and the joy was inside of him, and he knew that